Salespeople in the IT industry are major drivers of growth for most consulting firms, yet probably one of the most unfairly compensated. Their role in establishing and facilitating relationships that result in revenue is one of those things that is rarely understood. The firms themselves don't make it easy to understand by making a strong segregation between sales and delivery teams. This video is about the missed opportunities for salespeople and how they can make the most of their hard work. Most mid-sized firms in the US offer 5 to 10% commissions on every dollar the salesperson brings in, with base salaries justified by minimum revenue targets. Here are the 5 facts that should get you started. For the average SME consulting firm, the vast majority of revenue comes after the first project with the client is completed. That's when the client trusts you, and it either leads to future work or other work. For greenfield projects where new systems are being implemented, the project lifecycle is planned across 3 to 5 years. Most capital expense is like that. This means that new relationships you bring in, relationships, not projects, will last far longer than the first engagement. Your commissions won't. Most project initiatives will go through design, implementation, and test across several phases and then continue to operate for several years where supports and maintenance revenue keeps flowing in. Most companies will have you believe that your entitlement to a commission from future work is limited. Most firms will either not let sales staff have commissions from recurring revenue or will allow it at reduced rates for a limited period of time. The logic is that their credit for more work should now be shifted to delivery teams, whose work has caused the client to give out more work. Fair enough. But if you look at the pie overall, this is the phase where the company actually makes money. Delivery teams rarely get financial credit for new projects their earlier work led to. In fact, I would say most SME firms have no processes to measure and calculate contribution to revenue by employee. Offshore. Most companies will generate margin by offshoring large chunks of their work. Work billed at an average rate of $120 an hour gets executed around $20 an hour. None of this gain is passed on to the salespeople and is considered value that the company generated. Most clients have a multi-vendor application portfolio. It's not uncommon to see Microsoft, SAP, IBM, Oracle, or a collection of these in enterprise, not to mention an ever-increasing array of cloud applications by vendors that no one has heard of. Salespeople are usually tasked to go with a specific technology profile of the company they represent, usually experts in a handful of toolsets, and ignore the rest. This is usually the cause of a lot of friction and frustration as salespeople don't want to execute all leads regardless of technology, whereas firm owners want to maintain focus. At Allied Consultants, we've built our sales compensation models to address what we think is unfair. To begin with, Allied Consultants doesn't make a profit. The revenue is split between either salespeople who bring in business or delivery people who execute it. We feel that gives more power to the people, better delivery to the customer. Our website has a lot of detail on why we do this and how that works exactly. Salespeople who bring in business adopt the role of engagement/relationship managers. This usually means them having to understand the projects in a little more depth, which we will help do. This makes clients happier and ensures that the salesperson or relationship liaison has more visibility on what's going on. If we can't execute something the salesperson brings in, they are free to outsource it. We facilitate it by maintaining a large network of trusted partners. Sales partners have direct access to these to make sure they can get execution. Of course, things don't always sell. Economies stall, ideas fail, and approaches don't work. Bills need to be paid though, so we have come up with a unique model that builds up employee reserves in good times and uses them up in bad. It's like employment insurance, only that you don't have to keep paying for it indefinitely, like the case of real insurance or full-time employment. We cap our delivery cost at $35 an hour. We feel that is fair compensation for delivery. If salespeople sell for more than that, they are the primary beneficiaries of the prize realization. This can be very significant, since the services we provide are sold by premium partners at $200 an hour. Salespeople always own the relationship. This means they get their commissions for as long as we are doing anything with the client. We provide top quality delivery, and most sales partners will use the goodwill that generates to get more work. It's a win-win-win the way we see it. If you feel you're interested in learning more about how this works, full-time or part-time, please get in touch with us.